DJ from Reptiles for Centuries, and today we are focusing on the NR Mandarin gene, a gene which I'm very excited about and I think it's got huge potential. So let's go take a look at some awesome combinations. So a little backstory about the NR Mandarin gene. It was first discovered by Pete Newton over in Europe from Newton Reptiles, and the first comparison we're going to do today is an hypo female compared to an hypo Mandarin, and you guys can see the huge difference that Mandarin makes. Okay guys, so here we've got a normal hypo female on my left hand side, then here on my right hand side we've got an NR Mandarin, and as you guys can see there's a clear difference just by looking at the animals. As you guys can see the hypo Mandarin has got a lot more of a burnt coloration and a lot more of a orange coloration as an adult. And then if you guys look at the head stamps of the two snakes, you'll see clearly that the hypo Mandarin has got more of a highlighter head stamp almost compared to a more washed out head stamp of the normal hypo. So clear difference between the two animals. As hatchlings, hypo Mandarins are almost neon, and as they do age they do get better after each shed. So this is the two adults we're going to compare. Let's go take a look at the hatchlings. So guys, here we've got a Pastel Mandarin double head hypo clown, and we've got a Pastel which is actually double head zebra hypo, but this is the closest that we've got to a plain Pastel. So just looking at these two expressions, you'll see that the Mandarin really does intensify the orange coloration of the Pastel and gives it this burnt oranges at the side. And what you'll see is it's got a bit of a lighter head stamp compared to the other Pastel. So the NR Mandarin really just intensifies any combo it works with, and I must say, beautiful expression. Okay guys, and here we've got a pair of Mandarin hypo head clowns from this past season, and the male on my left hand side, you guys will see is he's actually, in my opinion, a bit of a brighter and a better expression than the female. The female is this one here at the right hand side, but still two high quality animals. And as you guys can see is, as hatchlings, the Mandarin has got a real distinguishing coloration, and you can really see the oranges coming through, and it just intensifies the hypos. We've actually got a clutch of Mandarins hatching out now, just plain Mandarins, and maybe in the future we'll do another video. But as you guys can see is, compared to normal hypos, no hypos will be this bright. So the Mandarin really does make a huge difference. So what I'm going to show you guys now is if we add Pastel to this combination. And if we go Pastel Mandarin hypo, and she's also head for clown, you guys will see is the Pastel does washes out some of the patterning or some of the coloration, but it's still got some real awesome colorations that the Pastel adds to it, and just brings in a different spectrum in terms of the coloration. As you guys will see is the head stamps are a bit more washed out, but the coloration is still there, and the Mandarin influence with the Pastel and the hypo is still very strong. So a real awesome little female. Here we've got a Spotnose Mandarin hypo head clown, and yet again look at this awesome coloration coming up from the sides. A real deep burnt orange, almost a pinkish coloration coming up on this animal. Really just intensifies the Spotnose hypo coloration, and this female I suspect will actually color up a lot more as she grows. These guys only went through the second shed now, and look how bright they are already. So a real awesome little female for a holdback rack for the near future. I think to incorporate this into DG Clown and other hypo projects in general, it's just going to work extremely well. So a real stunning little female. Here we've got a Pastel Blackhead Mandarin hypo, and this was actually the first Mandarin hypo combo that we've hatched out, and I really love this animal. As you guys will see is, look at this awesome orange burnt coloration that's coming through on this animal at the dorsal patterning and at the alien heads, and even at the sides. Look how awesome the coloration of this animal is. I really love the Blackhead Mandarin interaction with each other, and of course Hypo just makes it even better. As you guys will also see, is the Mandarin actually makes the dorsal striping and the dorsal patterning of the animal more of a floating type of patterning, and just an overall incredible animal. And I think this animal will age extremely well, and I think if we incorporate this into Ultramall, I think that's going to be a real awesome animal in the near future. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of the NR Mandarin project. I'm really excited about the potential for this project going into the future. I think it's still very untapped, and then I think there's a lot of potential still going forward with it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.